What's up, Marks? Welcome back to the most must-see podcast in the Midwest for wrestling. I'm your boy, Nathan from the Loop.
And I'm Double D, back from the dead.
Back from the dead. Yeah, you want to talk about it a little bit? You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I apologize that this podcast hasn't been up in a couple weeks. I've had some personal stuff going on. And also, I've been really busy with the Chelsea to STL campaign, which I'd like to share. She did respond a couple weeks ago. Although, as of today, the meet and greet's not going to happen. But at least we got the movement out there, and it's known. If you go on Google and search Chelsea Green next to St. Louis's name, the movement's right there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Nathan?
Yeah, I wasn't busy. I was just very tired. And then I was like, the day that you texted me, like, running the podcast, I was like, thank you, because I was so tired of that day.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we will not put a bad episode out. That's how I go by things.
Yeah, perfect.
So, all right. So, we were talking about that.
Must-see podcast.
But we're going to talk about SmackDown. So, what do you want to talk about first from SmackDown?
It was what was the starting thing of it?
Exactly. Like, it was a really forgettable episode. I mean, we've had, like, Randy Orton come out, and you have, like, you know, Matt Cardona go after Randy Orton. That part wasn't that boring.
Yeah. So, yeah, that part was good. R.I.P. to my boy Matt. I know some people here hate his guts because they're jealous. But, I mean, Matt Cardona, he was down business. Randy was talking his crap, just yapping.
Yeah.
Matt Cardona came out with a microphone and smacked him in the head, as he should, because Randy, in this moment, you know, I'm a big Randy fan. Randy Orton is the op right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of glad that Matt Cardona's down to one arm. At least he got two of them now, so that's going to make it an even fight. But anyways... But yeah, I'm kind of glad that we have Randy Orton and Matt Cardona fighting. I mean, it kind of brings back nostalgia in the past because I'm sure they fought each other a few times.
Well, if you think about it, Randy's biggest rival is either Cena or Edge. And for a while, early 2000s,
Zack Ryder was part of the Edgeheads.
Yeah. Also, it was cool because Matt did Cody's podcast, and they had like a good talk. It was actually very famous. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I haven't seen
it. But it was really cool. Well, because Matt and Cody are really good friends, and Chelsea and Brandon are really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're all talking together, and they talk about how see, this is gonna make you hate Cody. Cody is the reason why Matt and Chelsea met.
Well, I actually heard the opposite. I heard it was more Brandy. Coming from...
Okay.
Because I watched, like, Randy and Chelsea's episode. It was more of Brandy, she said. It said it wasn't really Cody.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, it's Matt Cardona, okay? And Cody, but still. Also with that, it was also a little bit more about the podcast. You know, kind of talking about their podcast. Probably shouldn't do that here. But it was a good podcast. But Cody talked about how Matt is the reason why he left the WWE. Because the day that Cody left was because he was wrestling Matt, which was fun, and then he was gonna lose to Matt, which is like also fun. But then I think Cody was talking to maybe Road Dogg or one of the other producers. I don't think Road Dogg was producing, but one of the producers. And the producer said he asked the producer, he was like, "Why am I losing?" And then the producer said, "It doesn't matter." And then that made Cody mad, and that's what caused him to leave that day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sometimes you get those wake-up calls like you need to go out of the business and reinvent yourself. Yeah. And that's what Cody Rhodes and Matt Cardona did.
Yeah.
So,
Mr. Dustin Green.
Yeah. Well, yeah, her especially. But we'll get into that more later. But we got Bella Twins versus Charlexa. I'm gonna be honest. Most of these matches and promos were just really forgettable. I'm gonna be honest, because I I was watching SmackDown, believe it or not, guys. I was watching SmackDown, and I just kept getting sidetracked. Usually I'm intrigued, like when something goes on, but not really this episode.
I was playing Minecraft.
So you'd have Bella Twins
watching
versus
it.
Charlexa, and then you'd have Nia Jax and Lash Legend interfere. And then you have Lyra and Bailey come out, which they're setting up for a fatal 4-way tag match at Mania, which that was announced.
I think people are really hating on the Bellas, but like they've been holding up pretty good wrestling.
No, I mean I don't.
Especially Brie, because I mean Brie's the wife of Bryan Danielson, so I mean she obviously is going to have good training and skill.
Yeah. I mean I don't really hate the Bella Twins as much as I do other ones, but I'm kind of glad they're back because I think we
What
need
tag team
more.
do you hate? I'm gonna call you out on that.
Okay.
Female tag team. You're about to say which tag team's worse than the Bellas?
I mean, I can't really say there's a tag team because they're really all. They're not. There's not really tag teams formed. It's all like single superstars.
That's true. That's fair.
So that's really hard for me to make a call on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I guess right now, if you want me to say one, Meechin and B-Fab because they're aligned with Jade Cargill. And it's making Jade Cargill's character not make any sense.
Yeah, we could
could go that way.
Talk about that a little bit. Yeah.
But, I mean, to me, this is just whatever. It's probably going to be Charlexa are probably going to win the tag titles back, in my opinion, because they're WWE doesn't want them in like the main event right now because they're trying to give other stars that spotlight.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be the Bellas, just to get that pop of them winning, and then they're gonna lose it the Raw after.
They'll lose it to Charlexa, I think.
Probably, yeah.
And I don't think Bailey and Lyra are gonna win because I think they're gonna have them turn on each other eventually because they've been teasing that here and there.
Yeah, I heard somebody say that the best tag team in there is Lyra and Bailey, and I was like, you're talking, okay, yes, they're good, but compared to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, I don't see it.
I mean, they just don't really have that character build up, kind of like Charlotte Alexa do. I mean, Charlotte Alexa was kind of lovable because it kind of remind me of RK Bro.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, I said it when they were first made. I was like, I kind of like this. Reminds me of RK Bro. Yeah, Charlotte being Randy Orton, you have Alexa being Riddle.
That's so weird. What's a better way to say it? Like, just people that like don't. The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, two people that were feuding now are friends.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, that's a good example. All right, so next, that is the next topic. Rhea Ripley and calls out Jade Cargill, and then you have B-Fab and Meechin come out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're just doing this with B-Fab and Meechin because they don't really have much for him right now, so they started making a faction with Jade Cargill. But I just don't like this for Jade Cargill because it makes her look like less of a dominant opponent. I mean, okay, you had the Bloodline, but they had more of a storyline behind them, which I was fine with that. But there's no story built around them.
But it gives us something to do. It keeps them on TV. So, I mean, it's not bad. And they aren't that boring. It's just they're just kind of in like a weird spot.
Yeah. But I guess to make, okay. I think I see why they're doing this now. I think the reason why they're doing this, they're trying to protect Rhea Ripley. Because they want Jade Cargill to win by interference to make it look like Rhea Ripley was screwed, probably.
Yeah, because they're going to want Bianca versus Jade, so.
Yeah. And they're saying that Belair's still, she's still recovering with that finger, but she said she'll be back. It just won't be for Mania.
Yeah, I mean, well, she could actually come out and save Rhea.
True. That'd probably be after the match. That'd be a pop.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, they need to figure it out with them. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I wish you would bring we talked about this a few weeks ago. I wish they would have brought their Twitter beef, their X beef in.
It was still
that would make it more entertaining.
Yeah, it would have.
And then they just all ignored it. I was like, bruh. All
Yeah.
right. Next, okay, this was my least favorite part of the episode right here. Sami Zayn versus Carmelo Hayes. They had Sami Zayn take the belt off of Carmelo Hayes before WrestleMania. And I don't agree with this call because I really think Carmelo Hayes deserved to be at WrestleMania. I think him and Trick Williams would have been a better topic.
Yes.
And even if you kept Sami Zayn off the card, I think you could have built a storyline around him being bitter about not being on the Mania card for 2 years in a row. Then you gave him a reason to turn him heel. So you can have more of that edge on him.
Not a public yet.
So, or, I mean, they're one to stick with his underdog image, which is staler than moldy bread.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't like this at all, and they even spoiled it before SmackDown even started. They said Sami Zayn's beating Carmelo Hayes. That's how outraged they were about it.
Dude, that was so bad. I hated it. I hated the Sami winning. It's terrible.
Yeah. All right. Next, we got Drew.
Now,
okay,
wait.
go ahead.
If they add Melo to the triple threat or to the match and then make it a triple threat, that'd be okay, kind of. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Melo deserves his rematch. He lost the title.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened to the rematch clause rule?
Yeah, that hasn't been in effect in a minute.
I mean, heck, we still don't get the rematch between Cody and Roman.
That's true.
But we may get that in a year or two. We'll see. All right, so next we get Drew and Fatu. They arguing on the mic, and then Nick Aldis comes out and he's like, "You guys aren't medically cleared yet, but you'll be by WrestleMania." So we knew they were gonna have a match.
Yeah. This comes into a big topic around wrestling right now. Is like all the WrestleMania matches don't have that good of a build.
I agree. I think it's because all of them has been scrambling last minute due to all the injuries, and Triple H doesn't have a plan B.
Yeah.
So, but Drew and Fatu, it kind of gives me like that Gunther and Drew feel. Hard-hitting wrestlers facing each other. So I think it has potential to be a great match.
I think it's going to be good, obviously.
Yeah. So then next, oh man, I had to look away on this one. You had Tiffany Stratton push Chelsea Green off the wheelchair. Not off the wheelchair, but pushed her, gave her a ride. Put it that way. Tortured Chelsea just to go out there to lose to Julia. But that was because of Kiana James.
Whoa, Julia's amazing, okay? Don't say just lose Julia.
Well, I mean, she has Kiana James helping her, so.
Who else is amazing, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're kind of trying to, like, kind of build maybe a potential triple threat between...
Mm-hmm.
I heard this idea by somebody on social media. They had a fatal four-way idea of Julia, Kiana James, Tiffany Stratton, and Chelsea Green for the Women's United States Championship.
Well, they haven't built anything with Julia and Kiana breaking up, so I don't know.
But that was an idea. I feel like they're trying to build them for like a triple threat, but I heard like a recent interview for Chelsea, because I'm a fan, of course. She's talking like she's, in her own words, she said she's going to be watching Mania from backstage. So it doesn't sound like she's going to be on the card, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's the intel I got. I mean, things can change in the last minute, but that's what it's sounding like.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess it's whatever for Tiffany Stratton not winning, but...
Yeah, okay. What's next on here? That was kind of bad.
Randy Orton versus Matt Cardona, the main event.
It hurt to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, he had...
And Matt was even talking on the podcast. He was like, on the indies, I wasn't this nice guy. And he wasn't. He was a jerk on the indies.
I agree, yes. I wish he brought that character to WWE.
Well, he talked about, like, he's going to do that one day. And maybe against Cody, which I think is going to be the best for his first career. I feel like he's going to go on a good run as a heel. But then that means we have to keep a face Cody, which is something that I don't want.
Same here. But another build I heard that they might do for Mania is they may try to make Cody. There's potential they may make Cody Rhodes out heel Randy Orton.
Maybe.
They could go that
Yeah,
road.
we can get more in the Cody. We can get more in like Cody stuff to our for Raw.
But I don't think they will because I think they're trying to make Cody Rhodes kind of like John Cena. I mean, he'll never be like John Cena, but I think to kids they're trying to make it look that way.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
he got bloodied by The Rock. He got bloodied by John Cena. Now he's getting bloodied by Randy Orton.
True.
So I think they're trying to give him like that babyface sympathy feel for the kids. The kids love Cody, but we hate him.
I like Cody.
I mean, no, I like it. I like him. I like, like him as a wrestler. I meant his character right now. That's what I'm saying.
It's like a lot of people absolutely just hate Cody, which I'm on that train. I think Cody's good. I think people are mad because of him getting pushed, which is just kind of stupid to me. But like, I get like why.
Yeah. All right. So that was all for SmackDown. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't I talk about Jelly Roll and Kit Wilson? I think I forgot to mention that. We were supposed to talk about it.
Let's start off in the beginning.
Nah, we're not.
Daniel Housen over here. How can you forget the best segment of the show?
We're talking about that for the Raw episode.
But did he curse Kit before the match?
Yeah, I think he did curse Kit, I think.
Yeah, see? Danhausen, the GOAT. So yeah, talk about the match a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it was good.
Yeah, I agree. I do think Jelly Roll, he's taken this WWE role seriously, and he's trying to wrestle good. So they had him beat Kit Wilson, at least get a victory under his belt. I mean, that certifies that Kit Wilson is a jobber now for losing to Jelly Roll.
No, I think it gave Kit Wilson exposure, and it made Jelly Roll look like he could actually win a match.
True.
So, I think I'm not against it.
I'm not either, but it's still, I like that. I do think Jelly Roll's improved, and this is what I liked about like the episode. I mean, I feel like at times they got better storytelling than what most of SmackDown is sometimes.
Yeah, true.
I mean, sometimes it's cute, but it's funny.
Really
it gives you like that laugh.
Yeah.
Kind of like like their promos kind of remind me of like John Cena's rap battles with like Big Show and stuff like that.
That was funny.
So that's kind of what it reminded me of. All right, now we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw.
Woo. So the show opens with Stephanie. The news came out like a little before that like Cody was going to be on the show, and because he had some idea that like he wanted to do, and then obviously people like that's kind of stupid, whatever. But it actually turned out really good. He came out, talked for a second, and Stephanie, wow, words. Stephanie McMahon comes out and kind of like talks to Cody, like, just trying to like talk to him, be like, I know Randy, you don't know Randy that well. He's your trainer. I know him as the Legend Killer. Talked about how dangerous he was. And then she was like, Cody, you are not your father. You can't overcome this. You can't go to that place. You can't be as evil as Randy.
Okay.
And then Cody fires back with saying, I know Randy. I was on the road with him for a while. And then Cody, I didn't tell you this part. Cody says that something like he took care of Randy when Randy was like drooling around and just like out of his mind back when Randy was doing drugs. And so basically Cody calls out Randy's drug use, which was wild.
Yeah.
And then Cody says to her, he's like, you're right. I'm not like my dad, but guess what, Stephanie? You aren't like your father either.
Yeah, I thought that was a funny line.
That was wild. Cause she was talking about how like she's like, oh, we're Madison Square Garden, this stuff that my grandfather built. And I was like, she's definitely tiptoeing around her dad's stuff. But then like Cody goes right for the throat, mentions Vince. I was good.
And then she gives the classic B slap.
Yep, right to space. And then she tries to walk out, and Cody grabs her by the arm, and he's like, "I have 2 words for you. Thank you." It's kind of weird, but like, it was good. I like it. The crowd obviously said "suck it," but I mean, but then also Cody was talking to her before the slap. He was like, "You're right. You do know Randy.
I mean,
All the bad stuff that we can't talk about on TV. He did to you, which is true with her getting punted by Randy kissing her, ex Triple H, all that stuff, which is crazy."
yeah. I mean, I did think the promo was good. I wouldn't say great, but I thought it was good.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't really like about it was that Stephanie McMahon was telling Cody Rhodes that I know Randy better than what you do. Well, here's the thing about Cody. Cody was with Orton during Legacy, even during the time that Orton was attacking like Triple H's family and stuff. So that's why I was like, okay, how does that make sense? Because Cody was with Legacy that entire time when that was going on. And Cody kind of grew up with Randy Orton, if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, Stephanie's husband was a big part of Randy's career, which, if you want to talk about that a little bit, Randy's phone call a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Rumors what do you think that is?
Well, the rumors say it's Vince McMahon.
No.
I mean, that's not who I think it is, though, but that's what the rumors say.
I think it's Triple H, but also Teddy DiBiase was just proven innocent.
Yes.
And then he was talking to somebody, and it was talking about how like he's gonna be in Vegas the week of Mania. But the problem with that thing is he wasn't proven innocent until after that Randy promo of him on the phone. So I don't think it's him. But I mean, it'd be kind of cool having him there.
Also, if they wanted him to have like getting back in the ring, he'd have to train all again. You'd think, because he's been out for years.
Oh yeah, he's also super out of shape. Yeah.
So
I would like to see him come out, not at Mania, but then come out like before Mania, and then like try to like talk down Randy or Cody, and then Randy punts him or RKO's him.
Yeah, I mean, some people say it's Vince McMahon. I honestly don't know who's on the phone. Chelsea Green. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I've heard Shane McMahon. I've heard Stephanie. I've heard Triple H. I've heard Ted DiBiase. I heard Ric Flair. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Somebody said it's just the voices in Randy Orton's head.
That could be the voices.
Maybe, probably. That probably makes the most sense, honestly.
Yeah, because Orton, he's unpredictable, which I love about him. He's unpredictable.
Yes.
All right, next you got Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus the Usos.
I'm so humble. Oh, before that, last week, Danhausen cursed Speed. You know, the Danhausen.
Mm-hmm.
You know who he is, right? Danhausen?
Yes.
Okay, good, Danhausen.
That's me.
I love Danhausen so much. In our group chat, my name is Nathan Hausen.
Yeah, I saw that.
I love it. No, but he cursed Speed, and then Speed's been really involved. He's been like on his streams, things are going wrong. He's missed flights and stuff, and then he was talking to Adam Pearson before the match, and then Adam's like, "Oh, you'll be in the front row, by the way. We get you front row tickets," which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think with like the flight stuff, they knew stuff was going wrong anyway. So I think Danhausen kind of, and like maybe like creative kind of had like that idea. They were like, oh, hey, there's stuff going on out of the world. We can curse Ice Show Speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I thought was clever.
Yeah.
Kind of a way to bring Ice Show Speed in.
Yeah.
Which they are. I mean, of course, they'd have like Ice Show Speed interfere in the match. And they would have Logan Paul.
Well, okay, let's break it out a little bit more than that.
All right.
So, Logan's on the outside of the ring. So basically, the match was a street fight or whatever, and they were using trash cans, kind of sticks. It was getting pretty extreme. It was cool. Logan's mom was next to Speed in the front row. Logan goes over to her, grabs breast knuckles. I think one of the Usos grabs Logan and tries to pull him away from his mom, and then he grabs onto Speed. He grabs onto Speed, pulls Speed into like the not the arena, but or like the ring, but like the like outside area.
Yeah.
Over the barricade. Speed picks up the brass knuckles. LA Knight tries to take it from him because LA Knight's on like a commentary.
Yeah.
He tries to take it from him. Speed doesn't know it's him. Comes around and just knocks him out. Drops the brass knuckles. He's freaking out. And then Logan grabs him. It's one of the Usos or Jimmy. Jimmy is basically out cold. And then Austin Theory falls on top of Jimmy, I think. Yes. And then pins him, and then now we have new tag champions. And then Speed, Logan, and Austin are all like walking out of the ring, and like Speed looks terrified. And then Austin and Logan are like holding it up, like, "We won, good job, man, you helped us," and then he's like freaking out.
Yeah, kind of remind
that
me.
happened with that.
Kind of remind me of like a long time ago whenever he had Seth Rollins as the Monday Night Messiah facing against Rey Mysterio, and he had Dominic Mysterio first coming in, and Dominic Mysterio was acting like all scared because he had to face Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of that. Kind of how they're building iShow Speed.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Speed's definitely another celebrity that I see like very devoted to it. I like.
Oh, he has potential. I mean, he's athletic. He can run really fast. He can do flips.
Oh, he's very athletic.
I mean, he's called iShow Speed for a reason.
He was training with like a Randy Orton for a while. There's a video online of him training with Randy Orton.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hmm?
But yeah, so they're gonna.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna have what I've heard, or I'm not. You can tell me if they confirmed it or not. But they said they're gonna have the Usos and LA Knight versus Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and iShow Speed. I heard
that's not confirmed yet, and that's a cool match. But I'd rather it just be a tag match and then have the titles on the line. And then do Speed versus LA Knight singles match, which I'm fine with that. LNS getting booked with Mania, I'm fine with that as long as it's getting booked. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. True. I mean, the only thing about like bringing the celebrities in, it kind of shows me that WWE, they still don't really have anything creatively. So to bring the ratings in, they bring all these celebrities in.
Well, yeah, and it works. I mean, like you see celebrities courtside at basketball games all the time. It's just thinking of publicity. I'm not against it because everybody does it. WWE superstars go like on like our Super Bowl or not Super Bowl, but like football games. It's just to get publicity. I'm not against it. I don't think it's lack of creative. I just think it's the way to get publicity.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm against it because I hate seeing Taylor Swift on the TV each time I watch football.
Hey, I'm in Kansas City. I get it. There's a lot of hate down here for her. But then also there's a lot of Taylor Swift Chiefs jerseys. There's like a Chiefs or like a Taylor Swift on the back of your jersey. I almost bought one just to make them mad. That'll be hilarious.
You play Kit Wilson theme with that jersey.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And if they go get mad, you can be like, "You are toxic."
You are toxic. Yeah, literally.
That'd be hilarious. Speaking of that, did you see like the meme that Kit Wilson did to sign merch?
Yeah, no, I sent it to you, or I sent it to the group chat. I was like,
yeah, you saw it before I did. I was not happy, but it's okay.
Yeah. It was like dump him. He's toxic as well. And then like Chelsea Green says, oh no. It was Kit Wilson saying he plays with action figures more than you. And then there's Chelsea Green saying, dump him. He's toxic. And then Kit Wilson tags Matt for doing it. It was hilarious.
Hey, I mean, if Matt gets dumped because he's toxic, I can come in like Max Verstappen.
Listen, he doesn't like people that play with toys, right? Well, what's behind you right there?
I don't play. Well,
what's behind you?
Well, I mean, this is a collection. I don't play with them. I just look at them.
Okay. What is Matt going to have? Collections.
Wrestling figures. I don't have Hold on.
Yeah, see.
Hold on. It's one of her, but that's the only wrestling figure I got.
That's terrible. It's beautiful. I love it. But no, I mean, look, you and Matt Griffin are literally the same. You both love Chelsea Green. You both have collectibles. You both have amazing bodies and amazing shape. I mean, look at that figure right there. Look at like a pure superstar.
Man, she got a huge forehead. Wow. Her hat just fell off.
You didn't hear what I said about you, did you?
Not yet, no. I'm just trying to put this back.
No, I said you and Matt Griffin are like the same person. Both love Chelsea Green. Stay standing.
Right. No, I heard you. We're both similar because we both collect stuff.
Well, and similar body types. I mean, look at your muscle. You look just like him, you know? Same body type, yeah.
I need work, but I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, hey, you are a clump of clay that is remolded. That's all it is, and then you'll be just as good as him.
True.
A couple 100 hours in the gym, be fine.
We'll keep that in the podcast.
Yeah, perfect.
That was a funny moment. All right. So, yeah. You want to talk about Danhausen more? Or did we already talk about him?
Obviously. Yeah, we already talked about him.
All right. But yeah, I do find it funny that... Oh, did you see on X what Danhausen did?
What?
He April Fools tons of wrestlers saying that they're uncursed. And then you say April Fools.
There's one thing he did. This might have been older, but I think it might have been recently. I don't know yet. But it was him and Punk. And they're at a Comic-Con. And they're going to a Comic-Con. And Danhausen's like, by the way, Punk, you owe me a lot of money for using like my finisher, because they have the same finisher. Basically, Danhausen does like the GTS, but then like he puts like teeth in their mouth. It's weird, and then it does it, and then he's at Comic-Con with Punk, and he's like, okay, Punk, you owe me a lot of money. We're gonna buy these like comic books. He's like, okay, comic book guy, how much is this one? 250 or 250. How's that one? About 5,000. And then like he's buying
9,000.
Well, he literally go around like saying like, okay, I want this comic book, I want this one. And he's like, okay, Pepsi Phil, buy this for me. And Punk's like, whatever, fine.
That's funny. Well, he probably didn't want to get cursed.
Well, I mean, he technically owes some money for using the same movie. Sorry, human monies for using the money. And then Punk's like, do you guys take a credit card?
Yep, Punkhausen.
It's Pepsi Phil. Pepsi Phil. And do you know who Corey is? Corey
Graves?
No. Cody Rhodes is Corey.
Oh, sorry.
Danhausen calls him Corey.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. So next you'd have Liv Morgan and like Stephanie Vaquer, of course. They cut a promo at each other. Liv Morgan brought up Stephanie Vaquer's mother. Now, here's something I'd like to point out, which I think is kind of cheap by WWE. I notice in all these storylines, they're bringing up family members so much, where it used to be rare.
Yeah, but Liv is some vile stuff. I forgot what it was, but she called him something just crazy.
Yeah.
I can't cuss in the podcast. It was bad.
Yeah, same here. But which to me, like, I think this shows that they're like creatively bankrupt because they're having to reach that type of stuff to make it entertaining. Where it used to be rare, they didn't have to use it as much.
But I mean, it's still entertaining. Well, I like it. I mean, like, I like it. It worked.
Yeah.
Liv and Punk are doing it, so I don't think he wants to like bring a family. Well, I guess Stephanie and Cody, but still.
Yeah, they need to have like Roxanne Perez return, make her a long-awaited return, and beat up Stephanie Vaquer. So
yeah.
Roxanne's
also,
back
we got announced that Finn's facing Dominic for no title. Wow, actually, no, he's facing Dominic at Mania.
No, that's right. Dom's not IC champion anymore.
Talk about lazy booking for IC title. Did you see what happened?
We'll talk about that later. But let's see.
Isn't that next segment?
That was the only thing that happened in like the segment. You also had Stephanie Vaquer have a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Yeah. Well, what happened? It almost like unzipped, but she zipped it back.
Oh,
So
that's
she
good.
fixed
Yeah.
it herself. Forgot to mention Tiffany Stratton also had one on Friday Night SmackDown for like the fourth time in a row. I'm
So
starting
did
to say instead of it's Tiffy time,
original.
it's wardrobe time.
Did you Chad? No, not sorry, not Chad. The original El Grande Americano. He had a wardrobe malfunction. His singlet ripped, and you can see like some of his cheeks.
Oh yeah,
He was like
I
a
think I
little
did
bit.
see that.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't.
See, guys, we can talk about men and women more. Okay.
Yeah, we'll
We're
talk
not
about both.
sexist.
You're right.
Okay, guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
See.
sure. All right. So let's see what else happened after that. Irresistible Force versus Lyra and Bailey. You'd have them
Forces.
face each other. Irresistible
Yeah.
Forces, whatever.
They're a tag team now. It's not just Nia.
And then you'd have Char Alexa interfere because they were mad at Irresistible Forces.
Yeah, it was weird. And then sorry, the Bellas come out, and then Carl comes out. It's weird.
Yeah, they're just we
What's
know
their
they're building.
tag team name?
It's already announced.
What's Charlotte's?
Char Alexa.
Sure. I thought it was like the something Friends or like the Friends of Circumstance.
No, it's Char Alexa.
Okay.
That's their name. But yeah.
Sure how to help you
Oh, Alexa, shut up!
Don't get mine started.
Oh, that's funny. All
I'm
right.
looking at mine. Mine was looking at me weird.
But yeah, so they're having a fatal four-way. That's what they're building up to. That's why they're having them go on every show, battle each other. All right, I'm not going to say Melissa's first name for the rest of the podcast. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So next you'd have Brock Lesnar and like Oba Femi. They want a brawl, but then Triple H comes out. He tries to prevent the brawl. And
it's so
he
weird.
got the chorus of boos when he came out. The CEO.
Okay. Hear me out. This is weird. So Cody grabs onto Stephanie's arm, pulls her like back into the ring, basically.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Sorry.
Someone try and call you again. It's Cody Rhodes.
No. One of the guys. Oh my god. Sorry. Cut this part. One of the guys in the other group chat, tagged everybody and said, "You are removed from the group chat." So then.
Oh, that April Fool's joke. That's actually funny.
That was bad. I'm sorry. I was like, this. Oh, dude, I'm so mad. Okay.
Well, I'm smart enough to know that I
Sorry.
wouldn't actually say that. It'd just like not be there.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? I was like, this guy's not even an admin. I don't know how to kick me.
Well, speaking of April Fool's jokes, I went on Instagram today, as you guys know I'm a NASCAR fan, and I put on my Joey Logano hat. Well, not really my Joey Logano hat. It's actually my dad's because he's a Logano fan. But I went up there and I acted like on there. I was like, "Oh man, I'm a Joey Logano fan now. I'm a completely changed man." Then April Fool's.
Oh yeah, I saw that about Tracy Elliott. That's funny.
Yeah, and I said,
That was funny.
Daniel's gonna slime you out.
That was funny.
Yeah, which I thought was diabolical. So, Gen Z word to add in there.
Daniel, welcome down. Yep.
But I just had that in there. Everybody liked that joke. Like, in my group chat, everybody was like, "It's not June yet. What are you doing, Daniel?" Because they really don't like Logano, you know.
Oh my gosh, I gotta say it.
So, yeah,
funny.
I'm going to leave that there. All right. So, you'd have that happen, and you have Oba Femi to, like, throw a couple people, pretty much. That's pretty much about it.
Yeah, well, Brock came out to fight. I mean, like, he was wearing, like, his, like, full-on gear. I know Heyman was, like, yapping for a little bit. And then Brock got his mic and started going crazy. He said, "I want to fight." Blah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of course,
I'm a
Brock's
little
not
worried.
happy that Oba Femi's dominating him.
Well, I'm worried because, like, Oba keeps getting over on Brock. And Brock's not gone over on him yet. So I think they might have Brock win a Mania, which other than that, I do not.
I mean, I noticed they kind of do this, like, they did it with Cody. They did it with others. They're probably going to have a best 2 out of 3, I say.
That'd be cool. Yeah, maybe. But I just don't, because, like, if Brock beats him, I think he's going to be crazy. And, like, I don't want to deal with that. So.
I would really like to see Oba beat Brock, because I feel like that would put Oba more over than ever. I say.
Oh yeah.
And it'd be interesting down the line. Let's say if Randy Orton's champion, you have Randy Orton versus Obafemi.
Yeah.
I mean, or no, not that. Roman versus Obafemi.
Oh yeah.
That's a match I'd love to see.
Idea.
Because Oba's got that ruler gimmick, kind of like Roman had the tribal chief gimmick.
I heard something about having a heel Cody versus a face Ova in a couple years. That'd be good too.
Yeah, that those are some interesting matches. Okay, next we got Penta versus Kofi Kingston. You'd have Grayson Waller try to help Kofi Kingston throughout the match, but Penta was able to win.
Yeah. And then after the match, Penta says that he's having a ladder match. And they're going to have the qualifiers on YouTube. Well, about like 5 minutes later, we get an announcement that the qualifiers already happened on main events. It's Javon, Dragon Lee, Jason did the same thing to us.
I definitely like to see Javon Evans in Mania, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, so Siobhan, Rusev, Dragon Lee, and Penta, and one more.
It's bouncing in our heads right now. Bouncy.
Siobhan, Rusev, Dragon Lee. Oh, and JD
McDonald's. Okay.
And so Penta's wrestling Vikingo, you know, Vikingo, I don't know. He's wrestling Vikingo at AAA for the IC title in a couple of days. So I'm guessing he's going to win that. And then I think that Vikingo is going to be added to the ladder match at Mania.
All right.
Pretty cool. But I mean, I'm going to save my take for Vikingo for another time because I don't like him too much.
Yeah, you'd have to add me more. You have to add in some more info about him because I actually don't really know that dude.
Did you see what he did to Dominic?
No, I have not, honestly.
He launched a chair at his head, and Dominic's head was like split open.
Oh yeah, I was wondering how that happened to Dom because I saw he was cut wide open, but I was like, I'm not sure who.
And then El Grande, the new El Grande, he was telling Vikingo not to go as like rough because you know almost gave him a concussion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Also, there's a big thing. I'm not going to mention the person's name, but when Vikingo won the world title, everybody in Mexico was mad because they had somebody else who was champ. I can't mention who that was, but they love that guy a lot more than Vikingo. And that guy, you know who he is. WWE fans know who he is. Rey Mysterio knows who he is. A lot of people know who. I don't know if you're catching on who it is yet, but he was the world champion of like AAA, and when WWE bought him or bought the company, he got fired because they were all the controversy around the guy. Yeah, do you know who I mean?
Not really. No, honestly, no. Because I don't really pay attention to AAA that much. The only times I did was when like Ethan Page.
No, you know who he is. You've seen him in WWE.
I know.
He ended Edge's career.
Oh, he ended Sheamus?
No. Back in, or he's one that he didn't break Edge's neck, but he was one of the reasons why Edge had to retire.
Oh.
Don't say him out. Do you know who it is now? The Mexican aristocrat came out with a car.
Oh! I know who it is.
Yes,
I know who it is. I know who it is.
We can't say his name.
We can't say his name. I know who it is now.
Can we say his name? You know what he did?
I'll tell you who I think it is on the podcast. I mean, not on the podcast.
You know who
we
it
get
is.
off.
You know who it is. Okay.
Yeah, I know who it is.
So, and then all the fans know who I mean. But, so when that happened, because, like, in Mexico, he's, like, one of the biggest stars.
Yeah.
The guy that can't be named. He used to be named, you know. And then Vikingo was, like, a pretty, like, love star. But when he beat the guy, and then the guy got fired, everybody turned on Vikingo.
Okay.
Also, a funny thing about Vikingo is Vikingo also has some controversies with Stephanie Vicaire too. I'll get into that later. But
Oh yeah.
also his manager is Omos right now, or his like muscle is Omos.
Homo
which is funny.
sapiens.
Homo sapiens arise. Okay, let's move on a little bit. Okay.
All right. So next you'd have didn't you have like Seth Rollins come out? Of course, you know.
Yeah, we didn't talk last week. I did not like that restraining order thing because like that's not how restraining orders work. Seth had no clue about the restraining order.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really watch last week because I had stuff going on. That's why we didn't do the podcast.
Well, so Heyman comes out, talks bad about Seth.
Yes.
Seth comes out. Heyman brings out the police and says, "You have a restraining order against you." And the police take him away from Heyman. Heyman says something about Becky. Seth runs back out of the ring, attacks Heyman, and then like Seth gets arrested. And then this week, apparently the cops dropped the charges, which once again, I don't think they can do that because it was a restraining order. It's a bunch of weird legal stuff that doesn't make sense. But so yeah, and then Adam Pearce is like, by the way, okay, so basically the whole show, it's a joke between Heyman and Adam saying like, oh, check your email. Heyman, check your email, which is weird. And then like Heyman's like, oh, I don't check emails, whatever. And then Heyman goes out to like talk to me for a second. And then Adam comes out and says, hey, by the way, Seth has dropped charges. Heyman's like, whatever, I don't care. And then he's like, by the way, also, Seth's also cleared. And then that's when Heyman gets sad.
Yeah, I see that. That kind of is hard to follow, and that doesn't really make as much sense. I see what you're saying.
Well, like, if you follow a restraining order, the person has to know about it.
Yes.
And then the police can't drop charges, I'm pretty sure, for a restraining order. It's weird.
Yeah. By the way, breaking news. I just found it on my phone. Chris Jericho just returned to AEW, so he's not coming to WWE right now.
Yes.
So.
Yes. It's probably April Fool's.
Oh, no, it's not April Fool's. Dynamite is tonight, so.
I'm so happy.
So, yeah, that means he won't be a Mania.
Let's go. Y2
no.
Dude, I'm so glad. Look, I do not hate Chris Jericho. I don't hate him at all. But I don't think he needs a wrestle. He's old. He boxes too much. Just go to the ring and okay.
He's like a mild version of Ric Flair. He wants to keep going, but he needs to, you know.
And he's the same guy that was hating on people like Ric Flair and like Kevin Nash and like Hulk Hogan for like a not retiring. It's stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to WWE.
All right, back to WWE. So, yeah, you'd have that segment with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins, and then you have Gunther come in and attack Seth Rollins. And we were talking about this before the podcast. They don't have anything for Gunther because his original opponent was injured. And you don't have anything for Seth because his original opponent was injured. So that way, you have Seth versus Gunther. They have them face each other. And it's crazy because a few weeks ago, I was talking to a random friend, and I said, what if they put Paul Heyman together with Gunther and give Gunther that extra edge? Because I think that I would pay to see that, honestly. Gunther and Paul Heyman together.
Does he need it? I don't think so, but I think it'd be cool.
Well, it kind of reminds me of like him with Brock Lesnar. Like, remember when like a lot of people hated it, but when he broke the Undertaker streak, like that run that Brock Lesnar went
the
on,
thing is,
hyping him up to be like that. I think that's what Gunther needs.
Me, a little bit. Gunther can talk on the mic. He doesn't need all for the mic skills. He gotta get mic skills. The reason why Brock and Heyman were together is because Brock had no talking skills whatsoever, and then Heyman did. Yeah. Now Punk had talking skills. Seth had talking skills.
Roman had talking skills.
Yeah. Well, Roman also, he was not good at promos for a while.
Yeah, when he was first with Heyman, yes, but then he, you know.
Succotash. Come on.
Well, Vince McMahon, I heard, actually had him say that.
You're this Roman lover.
Well, it's true. Vince McMahon wanted him to say that, and it just didn't hit well.
Terrible.
Anyways, But my opinion on like Gunther, I don't think he's bad, and I don't think he's good on the mic. I think he's average. That's my opinion. Which he does get some good liners here and there, but he's not as consistent on the mic as other wrestlers.
Yeah, fair.
So sometimes he's like, I beat this guy in the ring. I beat this guy. I made him tap out.
But like,
I had the ring general.
I like Gunther more. I think Gunther's good on the mic. I don't think he needs him for the mic. I think this is going to lead to Brock versus Gunther having, that's why I think so at SummerSlam.
Good
because
point.
Brock's supposed to retire at SummerSlam.
Because Brock's probably going to retire eventually. I mean, he's probably going to put over Obafemi, so he may have Gunther retire Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
With Paul Heyman on Gunther's side, that would be
you got to get the Braun Breaker match in there, though, too.
True.
But yeah.
Okay. Next, just a lot. Honestly, there's a lot more to talk about because they were in Madison Square Garden than they were on the SmackDown last week.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
All right, so next you got Raquel beating Io Sky, and then Asuka not happy with Kairi Sane again.
I love it. Asuka's doing this hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I guess are they building up maybe a feud between Raquel and Io Sky for Mania, I'm assuming?
Or a triple threat between Asuka, Io, and Kairi, which would be good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's probably going to be about it. Because you have Becky and AJ Lee for the IC title going on.
Yay.
Yeah, like for like the gazillionth time we got Becky and AJ Lee.
Have we talked about that?
No, I don't think we really have because we've been off for a couple weeks. But
did they have a segment last Friday?
I don't think they had one last Friday. Not on SmackDown.
I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah. All right. So next you have CM Punk and Roman Reigns Ed Brawl. Pretty much. That's pretty much about at the end of the show.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, it was funny because Punk comes out of the ring, ready to fight, and then he power bombs Roman through table, and he's punched from the base saying, Roman Reigns, Roman. It's hilarious. I loved it. I know we're a big Roman fan, but I like Roman, but I don't want another part-time champion. So I think Punk should win. But it was definitely funny watching him just beat up Roman saying, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that's the CM Punk I miss.
Yes, it was hilarious.
Yeah, like he gives like that smack talk and stuff. But, I mean, yeah, you just have them brawl. Like, they abuse the brawl segments. Brawl it out.
Yeah, brawl out. You gotta say it.
All right, so that's it for Raw. But special edition this week because in our hometown St. Louis, not only there's SmackDown, but there's Stand and Deliver this Saturday. Mm-hmm. And I actually added this in last minute. I thought maybe we should talk about Stand and Deliver because it's in our hometown, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So, all right. So here's what the card looks like. This is not in order, but this is what I have wrote down. So you have Joe Hendry versus Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page versus Tony D'Angelo for the NXT Championship. Who you got winning this one?
You get that? Can you get it?
No, I don't get the reference. I thought you were gonna.
Ricky Saints does the.
Oh, Ricky Saints.
Yeah, it does. Also, have you seen the clips of like Ethan Page dancing to Ricky Saints' song? So then, in the middle of like Ricky's entrance, he does like this, where he's like boom on the rope. He does like the rope, and then you have Ethan in the background going. Oh, it's hilarious. It's so funny. I've seen clips of it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think they kind of built like a funny alliance between Ethan Page and Ricky Saints.
Yeah, I like it.
You'll probably see that. I think it'll either be, with that going on, I feel like it's either going to be Ricky Saints or Ethan Page winning. It's probably going to be, I agree with you. I think it's going to be Ricky Saints. Because I feel like they're going to have Joe Hendry drop the title. I think they're going to want him to go to the main roster eventually.
Yeah.
He's probably going to get called up. Tony D'Angelo. Okay.
D'Angelo. Woo-hoo! Italian. Okay, that's racist. Okay.
That was my Mario accent.
That's fine. Okay.
All right. Shout out to my Mario 11 friend Chris.
Woo!
All right. So Tony D'Angelo, he's still going to be on NXT, so I feel like he's going to be feuding with one of them, either be Ricky Saints or Ethan. So he's probably still going to be on there. So I think definitely Ricky Saints, I think, is going to win. And with Chelsea Green healing, I feel like they're going to have Ethan Page and Chelsea partner back up again. I have a feeling.
That'd be cool.
Because Chelsea, a couple weeks ago, cut a promo on Low of Ice saying I had never lost a mixed tag team title. And although she was like criticizing like Ethan Page and stuff, that's her character because she's a Karen. She could be like, I didn't lose that match, they did.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling they got to finish off their storyline somehow. So
that's true.
I think that's why Ethan's not going to win here.
Yeah, that's good. Take it.
So
what's next?
We got Miles Bourne versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship.
Johnny Wrestling.
As much as I like Miles Bourne,
I don't care what you guys say. Everybody's like, "Oh, Johnny's washed. He's gonna go to AEW. He's so done." This man is going back to NXT to win the North American title, to take over, and be Johnny Wrestling again. I've been telling everybody, just wait. He's coming back, and this is him coming back right now. I get it. It literally is the main roster. I don't care. This is Johnny Wrestling and NXT. We're gonna get it, and he's gonna win. I have hope.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you said it just like I wanted to right there. I definitely think Johnny Gargano's gonna win because I mean, you don't really have anything for him on the main roster, and like all the superstars right now, like they've already beat him. So how do you revive Johnny Gargano? You bring him back to NXT. And
Johnny Takeover, Johnny Wrestling.
Yeah, you give him that type of feeling again. Johnny Wrestling. And he just fits, honestly, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's just some superstars that fit better on NXT. And some superstars that fit on a type of show. Like, fit more on that type of show. And Johnny Gargano, I think, just fits more of, he speaks more of NXT. And there's nothing wrong with that. Fair. So, I'm feeling
he's willing to go to NXT, so yeah.
So I have a feeling he's going to win the North American title from Miles Bourne. I have a feeling he will.
R.I.P. Young Randy.
Yeah. I mean,
come on. Why does he have to complain? Miles Bourne is dating Stephanie McMahon. Does he actually need a title? He's happy enough, okay?
He's got a title. Okay, who's calling me? Oh, no, I can't talk right now. I have to hang up that. You got Cody Rhodes calling you, and I got a 618 number. It's probably Randy Orton trying to call me. Man, you got Cody calling you and Randy calling me. They're trying to set us up.
Well, it's 618, so it's still Illinois, so it would be CM Punk. Well, he's from Chicago. It's a little different still.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, Miles Bourne, I feel like, I don't really think they're going to bring him up to the main roster yet. I feel like they're going to have him in like another feud maybe. I don't know who that would be. But I still think it's early to bring him up.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I think Gargano's going to win. Next, you have Tatum Paxley versus Blake Monroe for the Women's North American title.
That's kind of cool, yeah. Good match. Good wrestlers.
Who I think is going to win here? I mean, a lot of people like Tatum Paxley. I do too. But I feel like they want to give Blake Monroe more time. With the title, because that seems like that's going well for them.
Or they're gonna have her lose and it'll call her up.
True.
Yeah,
that's possible. But Tatum Paxley's been on NXT for a long time too. She's been on there for years.
That's true. Yeah, it's true.
So I'm not really sure where they go with this one.
Yeah.
But if I had to take a guess, I think Blake Monroe is gonna win. Because I feel like to build her up, they're going to keep her under a little bit longer. Not that she's not ready.
Yeah.
But I feel like to build her up, give her that build.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of like they're doing like JC Jane.
Yeah, but she's been there for a long time.
True. I mean, well, she was with like Mandy Rose and Gigi Dolan in that.
Yeah, which was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, a few years ago. But I mean, she's just been like thrown around. And she's finally picking herself back up with the faction she's got. All right, next. It's the Vanity Project versus Los Americanos.
Vanity Project.
You'd have to fill me in on the Vanity Project because I don't really watch NXT
They're
as
just
much.
these young frat boys who are good wrestlers, but are just super annoying. I love them. Perfect for me.
So pretty much like Logan and Austin.
Yes, but like typical like frat boy attitudes.
Oh
and
God,
like, it's funny. It's annoyingly funny. Beautiful.
Imagine an alliance with Chase U.
Yeah, basically. It's like the Chase U's like fraternity. But like they're really good wrestlers too. So I mean, yeah.
True. All right, who I think is going to win here? I think the Vanity Project's going to win. I feel like Los Americanos are just going to be there. I feel like they're just there as a filler because they need like a big name for them to face because it's stand and deliver.
Yeah.
So I feel like Vanity Project's going to win. Don't see Los Americanos winning. What are they going to do? They're going to take the NXT tag titles to AAA? That wouldn't make any sense. I mean,
it would, but fair enough.
They might. I mean, maybe if they want AAA talent, maybe on NXT.
NXT, okay, yeah, fair enough, yeah.
I mean, they could go that direction, but I feel like Vanity Project's gonna win.
Yeah.
Next.
What's next?
Okay, this is my favorite one. My favorite feud of the card. Sol Ruca versus Zarya.
Oh yeah.
I really like this build of this feud. But I feel like it's opposite how they have the roles. Sol Ruca.
Yeah.
They have her as the face, but it just seems like she's got a lot more opportunities, took more advantage of stuff than what Zarya has, and Zarya has actually tried to help Sol Ruca in many situations. And I think it's unfair to look at Zarya as the heel. I think Zarya is more of the face.
I just think they're not going to turn Sol heel because they're going to call her up soon, and they've never seen her be a heel. So it's kind of hard for them to like call her up and her never have not been a heel.
True. What they could do, they could like spend some time and have Sol Ruca be a heel in NXT. See how that works because we haven't seen both sides yet.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah. Okay.
But honestly, I think this is a toss-up between them. I think either of them can win.
Yeah, my money's on Zarya because I think they're gonna call up.
Yeah.
Sol's already she was final three at the Rumble, so I mean.
Yeah, I probably Zarya's probably gonna win.
Yeah.
Because Zarya, I mean, she's good, but she needs to work on her mic skills a little bit more.
Yeah, that's true.
But she looks good. I'm a Zarya fan, so she has the potential to be the next Brock Lesnar if they can like build her like that.
That's true.
Because I mean, she has the F5 as their finishing move,
true, yeah.
And she looks like she has that build. She can be like dominant.
Yeah, is that it for the card?
Huh? Yeah. Well, next one it's the pre-show.
My boy Shiloh Hill.
Hank and Tank, Shiloh Hill, Eli Knight, and like they're in like it's like a 10-person mixed tag match.
I just want to see Shiloh Hill. I love Shiloh Hill. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's pretty Steve. Good show.
No, we got the Speed Championship. We don't really talk about it much, but it's got Sinclair versus Birthright. I think that's what it says.
Oh, Young Legacy. You got Lexus King, which is Miss Perfect's son.
Yeah.
You have Charlie Dempsey, which is William Real son. Santino's daughter, which is what's her name? Ariana Grace. Her boyfriend, which was not a son of anybody, but he's still in the group. Stax. And then Finley's son, which is weird because I don't know which son it is. Because he debuted on NXT a couple months ago, and then his brother just debuted on AW a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
One of them is named David. I'm pretty sure it's the one in AW stuff, which is still pretty cool though.
Yeah. So what do you think's gonna happen in these matches?
New Legacy's gonna win.
New Legacy's
They have to. New faction, yeah.
And the Speed Women's Championship. I'll just say Sinclair. People are gonna roast me in the comments because I don't really know that much about them,
I don't know who
unfortunately.
Sinclair is, so
But probably that they're going to win. But, yeah.
is it not Dark State they're facing?
Not sure, honestly.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah, we need to pay attention to NXT more. All right,
We definitely do.
That's the end of like all the wrestling topics. Now we're going to talk about a wrestler of the week.
Well, actually, we have wrestling news.
Oh, more?
It broke before Monday. The host of WrestleMania is
I mean,
yes, Gunther's hosting WrestleMania.
I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him who they announced.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a good WrestleMania having a host.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
I think it is a good idea. Like the people that weren't able to see John Cena during his retirement tour, they're able to see him one last time.
Yeah, it'd be good.
42. Although he's not wrestling, but he'll be there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, they needed like their person for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
there was rumors it was going to be Stone Cold because they're in Las Vegas, but Stone Cold's busy with dirt racing, not dirt racing, but he's like,
oh yeah, he did side by side race and won it. I was like, okay.
I'm a motorsports fan. I should know what like it's actually exactly called, but it's like this
crazy
off-road trucking kind of.
It's like side by side off-road,
and he actually won it.
Yeah, it was crazy,
which is pretty interesting.
All right,
I saw
in
like
the rest of the week.
We'll get to that in a second. I add in, but yeah, I saw like Jimmy Johnson drive from NASCAR being that type of like vehicle as well.
Oh, that's cool.
It was cool to see Steve Austin win that. All right, next.
That's awesome. Yeah.
We got Wrestler of the Week, and
you go first.
I'm going against my rules of why I don't like celebrities as much in wrestling, but I'm going to give it to Jelly Roll here. And the reason why I'm getting it to Jelly Roll, is because he's showing that he's trying to put into work to take the WWE role seriously, and his feud with Kit Wilson, I say, is one of the more entertaining feuds on SmackDown right now. Not just on SmackDown, but I mean, probably a hot take to say on the main roster, like everywhere. But I feel like it's probably in like the top 5 entertaining feuds, because I feel like just some of the stuff they struggle. Like I said, they struggle with creativity, but it brought back some nostalgia, like their promos, and also just like they're funny. They're a funny like feud to go against each other. So I'm giving my Wrestler of the Week's Jelly Roll. So who is it for you?
Sami Zayn. Okay, that's April Fool's joke, everybody. I'm sorry. Oh. Everybody knows that I dislike Sami Zayn with a deep, deep passion. So my Wrestler of the Week, I already talked about a little bit. Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Takeover. He's back. He's better than ever. He's going to beat Miles Warren. He's going to win, and he's going to be the next North American champion. This is Johnny Wrestling season. Okay?
Yep. Yeah, that's a fair take. I'm glad they found something for Johnny Gargano. Like he doesn't deserve to be thrown around like that. We know his talent. We know what he can do.
I told everybody. I was like, just wait. They're doing something with this, and this is awesome. I get people want him on the roster. Well, I have him go back to NXT like a match. He's good.
All right. So
if he loses, I'm cooked.
Okay, so I think that's.
I can't spend anymore.
I think that's the end of the podcast. So next week we'll talk about the WrestleMania card, because WrestleMania is coming up.
WrestleMania.
I know the builds hasn't been as good, but it's still interesting to talk about like the card and what we think is going to happen, because you never know. I mean, I keep referring back to Chelsea Green, but that's because I watch a lot of her interviews. But she did say that they're probably, because she hinted it, they're probably going to try like as much stuff as they can this WrestleMania, because, well, she said because they're in Las Vegas, but I think what she truly meant is that they're not as creative right now, and they're lower in ratings, so they're probably going to throw some Hail Marys in for this WrestleMania.
I think so too, yeah.
So I feel like it's still going to be interesting in that, so let's see, because if you look at it this way, I think Triple H's job is on the line.
Well, speaking of WrestleMania, there's a match that we haven't really talked about this podcast.
Really?
Have you been dodging a little bit? Not trying to talk about the our match. You know, you've been missing a couple weeks, saying it's personal reasons. Have you been scared?
No.
Scared to talk about it with me?
I have. You know what?
Huh?
I haven't been scared. You know what?
You haven't been scared?
I haven't been scared at all. When I've been busy, I've been breaking my back, be carrying this podcast whenever you wouldn't be there and try to stick up for it yourself. Not only did I stick up for this podcast, but I also lead the Chelsea movement. And by the way, it got her attention. There's been so many stuff that's went on that a lot of superstars and stuff has ignored. But with my work, and my work only, we got that done. Not exactly like the meet and greet, but, you know, we got her attention. But, yeah, the whole point is, I've carried this podcast. I've made sure we've got it going where it's supposed to. And what have you been doing? You just sitting there, back there, going with your like, what's going on, Marks? How you doing, Marks? Like, who's all watching us?
You know, Daniel, you're right. You have been carrying this podcast. You have been paying attention to wrestling stuff, and you've been in it. But you have the personality of a wet paper towel. You have no energy, no charisma, and you're just on here like, oh, guys, this is what happened on this episode of the podcast. You have nothing to add to the podcast. All you do is just talk. I have all the charisma. I am the podcast. I am the host. You are the co-host. I own you.
Well, maybe you can use that charisma and putting it on the podcast. Maybe that's why I don't have as much energy.
Okay, got it. Good.
All right. Well, that's the end of the podcast, guys. Stay tuned to WrestleMania. We could be facing each other. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about the predictions next week. Like and subscribe. That'd help out the channel out an awful lot. Subscribe to Double D as well and the Midwest Wrestling Podcast. Maybe we can interview one of our favorite wrestlers one day. All right.
Yeah, see you, Marks.